Hi everyone, welcome to another Paint Along with Nina session. Today I'm going to do a view from this picture. I took this a couple of weeks before lockdown. It was a misty morning walk that I did over the top of the mountain at the back of our house, and I'm going to show you how I'm going to paint this today. Okay, so let me put that up there. I've put some paints out on my palette. Let me just show you what I've got here. I've got the white is a bit runny because that's masonry paint, because I haven't got much white acrylic left. So I've got a cadmium yellow here, magenta, that's a raw sienna, and this is a deep violet. Okay, so I'm going to start with putting the sky in, and I'm going to start with the yellow first. I'm going to give myself an horizon line about just under halfway down, and I'm going to mix a bit of the yellow with some white, and then just come in from the horizon line. I managed to pick up burnt umber with it. Get that off the brush. Right, yellow. I'm going to leave a space there for the sun. Bring the yellow up. And then from the top, I'm going to start coming in with the magenta. So you can see I've got a gap there in between the yellow and magenta. Now I'm going to start blending these together. So I'm going to use a lot more yellow because it's going to get contaminated by the magenta very quickly. And then start blending them together, using the strokes in all kinds of directions so that it's not getting any lines in there. And you can see they're mixing together and forming a nice kind of orangey colour in between. I'm going to give my brush a quick rinse so that I can get all the magenta off of it. And I'm going to start blending from the bottom. So I'm going to use the yellow again with some white and coming in from the bottom. Get the bottom blended first, and then I'll go back up and blend it into the orangey colour. There you go, starting to blend. go. So that's pretty well blended now. Now I'm going to get the white and I'm going to put the sun in. I don't want to have a harsh line around the sun, so I'm just going to kind of do a circular motion and blend it into the background. So you've got a nice soft edge to it. And we've got the sun. Okay, next I'm going to start putting in a distant mountain. If you look on this picture, you can see there's a distant mountain on this side, and it's kind of blending in with the foreground a bit too much, and I don't want it to do that, so I'm going to make this a bit more subtle on this side and also give it a little bit more of a shape to the hill. So I'm going to come in with, I'm going to use a little bit of the raw umber and mix it in with the yellow, and then I'm going to bring in a mountain on this side, picking up the background colour as well so that it softens it even more. I might put a little bit of the violet in that as well. Too much. There we go. A bit more white. Bring it down further than you actually see it. And I just want to soften the top so it looks a bit blurred, make it look further away. So I'm just going to run a brush along the top of it. A bit more of a rounded top. Soften it off. So there we go. There we've got the distant mountain in. Now I'm going to come in and start doing the grasses in the foreground. And when you see grasses like this, you see they kind of like form layers. You can just about see you've got like a dark layer there and then a light layer there, and it kind of goes dark and light all the way down. So I'm going to try and do layers of dark and light. So right at the back, I'm going to use the raw umber, quite dark, a little bit of the violet in it, and I'm going to do like they're grass strokes, so they're coming down and up like this. You can see it's starting to look like you've got distant grasses there. I want to come all the way across with this. Using the brush quite dry. I'm not using any water with the paint here. And it's quite a large brush that I'm working with. I'm coming up in front of this mountain. I'm going to start dipping down on this side. Not too worried about picking up the background colour. And then I'm going to use some of the yellow and white to put a lighter layer in here. Violet. Going dark again. Coming in the front. Go back to the raw umber. Trying to get rid of all the white canvas now. Now I'm going to go in with just yellow. Bit of magenta and yellow together, bit of orange. In this original picture there was there's a bit of a breeze blowing, so you can see everything's kind of like moving to one side. So I'm going to try and now start putting an indication of grass is blowing. I'm going off to this side. Just going in with the, I'm going to go in with the dark colours again. I haven't cleaned my brush to do this, so I'm picking up all the colours that I've had before. So, got a background down now. I'm going to start putting in some of the longer grasses. So I'm going to just clean my brush. I want to keep the brush really dry so that I can use the separate strands of hair to get a grass effect. So I'm going to just dry this off. And this is actually quite an old brush. So as you can see, all the head has kind of got really bunged up with paint in the middle there, so the hairs will separate anyway, which is really good for something like this. I never throw brushes away. So I'm going to start pulling in some long bits of grass in various colours. Some magenta in. Do some going the other way. That'll do for the background. Now we've got on the picture some of these strands coming into the skyline up here. Now the way I'm going to do these is I'm going to use a bit of card. It's an old bit of a shoebox, and I'm just going to run it through the paint like this and just take them out. Actually, if I got a blob on there, I'd use that as the head of the grass. Bringing it up in front of the mountain. Getting a bit of white on this as well, just get a highlight on some of them. And there you go, you can just keep building it up, but I'll leave it for that stage, and I'll work on it now off camera. So I hope you all have a go at this, and I'll be doing another one of these later on in the week. So if you get a picture that you're proud of, please do post them on the page, and stay home and stay safe, everyone. Bye.